Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's a...
Hate.
She never stops watching us.
Hate this. I hate this. I hate. Please stop.
You really are a coward.
Well, if you're looking like that, it's understandable.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
This is a love story. Okay. So from our memories, we only had the feral captive left for base. We haven't... Oh, what? Oh, I don't like how you're opening your arms. So far, there's only 2 that change when you go over them. That's interesting. But for a base princess, we need the feral captive, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more branch-offs. One might resist the divine, but it's very hard to kill a god. There's no shame in failing. I think this is if we die when we do the tower. So I'm gonna try to do the feral. I think I know how to do the feral now. I'm not looking up any guides because I'm afraid of spoilers, so we're not gonna do that. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, new game, I guess. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. The interior of the cabin is all...
I have to enter the basement without the knife. And then I'm gonna have to go back up to get the knife.
You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Okay. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Okay, I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm sorry, I think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I think? Really?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I was hoping you told me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons to keep that information secret from me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Still have a few more questions before we leave.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
I want to know how to make you feral! I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? I'm going to keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Let's go retrieve the knife.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead. Run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains?
Oh wait, that's an
She
achievement.
can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry.
Okay, is this
You
how we
rush
make
up
her
to the
feral?
first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Am I making you feral?
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
That's the only base I'm missing. Is the feral princess.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Princess! Where'd you go? Why do you constantly bite off your own arm? Princess! This is new! I think this might be the feral!
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Did it? Where is the princess? I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over? She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Hello?
Why don't you come closer?
Come closer to what?
I have something to show you.
Why did you stab like a snake? And I'm realizing how freaking tiny I am. She's lost an arm. Letting her bleed out. We're gonna let her bleed out.
Play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds?
I don't even know where she is!
She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
How is she missing an arm if she doesn't have a weapon? Think about that. She chewed through her arm, which means she can chew through our necks and kill us. You're right. Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Where? I don't know. All I see is her arm that's just laying on the floor. Close the door behind you. Closing the door.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Come on out. Let's just get this over with. Investigate the arm?
You step forward to investigate the severed limb.
She definitely bit through it.
A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth
she's
and
feral
claws
now.
are unnaturally sharp,
She's gotta be
ripping into
feral.
your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
So either this is gonna give me the witch or the feral. I'm
This
hoping
is
the
the
feral.
Isn't it?
Please give me feral.
I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The feral? The beast. Okay, okay, well, now we know how to get the feral
You're
at
on a
least.
path in the woods, and at the
And
end
in
of
the-
that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
And this said
If
princess
you
is
don't,
feral.
it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I know. You tell me this every time I wake up. Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom?
I got the hunted.
Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Smell?
Maybe.
Smell. Does the hunted make us more animalistic? Is that what's going on? Because every time the hunted is part of our voices, he's talking like what we hear and what we smell and blah blah blah.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Don't know if it's a bad thing that I instantly thought of Shrek when seeing this door.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I? Do I really? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There is.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's very much a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. Or it's dangerous. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
You lie about everything, really. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
Okay, so take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Are there trees down there? Is that what that is?
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Would it?
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I took a shower recently, so you shouldn't.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
Yes, I push Llama down the stairs. That is what I do. Yes, yes.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
He is the sacrifice to the feral beast.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
You don't mention the tail that's just laying in front of me? Did she turn into a lion? What the heck?
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
She's in front of us, you blind freaking... That is her tail! That's gotta be a tail, because this is too oddly shaped to be a bush.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
I told you that was her, you blind freaking...
Remember, she's just a princess.
Yeah, one that has turned into a lion.
She is certainly not just a princess.
I heard that. I heard the chains.
You're not
Where are
helping.
you? Where are you?
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
I have a knife. I'm not afraid to use it.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I hate this. I hate you.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Come back. Hey! Hey!
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay. I'm moving. I'm moving.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
This is terrifying! Why is it dark?
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
She turned into a dragon. Okay, that's not a lion tail. That's a full-on dragon. Hi!
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
I hate this! I hate you! Please stop!
So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
You don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Ah!
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Yes, just a princess with glowing eyes and very sharp teeth I can see, and horns, and a hulking dragon body and wings. Yeah, that's just a princess. That's clearly just a princess.
She's clearly not.
But why? Why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
What do you mean she needs to?
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse.
Rip me apart limb to limb? I've been through worse.
What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
Well, I don't see you coming up with any plans.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive. Wait for her to strike and hit her back. Survive? Survive. I'm just going to survive!
Barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
I hate this! You're back over there! Okay, fine. Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say.
Well, what you say doesn't make no sense, because it's just gonna get me eaten by the dragon princess. Stop hiding and show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
How am I meant to do that?
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna stay alive. Stay alive.
You're in her state. Or maybe she's a little faster. You avoid her slavering jaws, but she manages to graze you, her titanic momentum skinning you along your side. It's like being sidetracked by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
I hate this. I hate you. What's different about that?
You instinctively touch your side,
back up.
testing her claim. It's wet and stings from the gentle touch of your fingertips.
I'm listening to the hunted. They have kept me alive a lot longer than the other two voices.
A costly mistake. We can't make it again. We will make it again unless something changes. We have to break the pattern.
I'm trying.
We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
I don't think I can keep this up. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out if you're on your own, wouldn't you have already left?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're bleeding. We're still alive. We owe it to ourselves to move.
Wait for her to strike and hit her back? Play dead. Play dead.
We're playing dead.
Yes, we're playing dead.
It's unexpected. It could work. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you collapse to the ground, feigning death. She lands directly on top of you with her full weight, nearly crushing you into the dirt, but then silence, only broken by the sound of your beating heart.
I got an achievement called Possum.
It actually worked, didn't it? Only, what do we do to make her leave? Do we just keep playing dead?
I guess.
She sniffs at you, shifting her weight uncomfortably as her face finds yours. Her breaths are hot and oppressive against your skin.
I hate.
Have you seen my great big eyes? Because they see you, fledgling. They see your heartbeat pulsing in your throat.
You have massive teeth.
Move, now! But it's too late for you to move. Her jaw unhinges, and she swallows you whole.
Are you a snake?
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
I have been eaten and I'm inside her stomach. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's new for sure.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
I still have the knife, right? Can I just carve my way out of this?
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh
The
around
narrator?
you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
Wait, is that what you did with my dead body?
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't tell. No
But
clue.
even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage. but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
I still have the knife! Please let me carve through her stomach!
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
Let me stab and carve through her stomach!
You still have that steel claw.
Yes!
Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves.
What?
If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
I want to get out of the stomach. I don't want to die further in the stomach.
That is a bad thing to do.
Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. Spit me out or I'll kill myself and nobody gets to leave. I have my steel claw. I could use it to hurt you. Explore, dig with the steel claw. Fine, you can leave. You can leave. Just let me go. Screw you. Screw you. Dig with the steel claw.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slough from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Let's keep digging.
You slice again, deeper,
that?
rooting through her meat
What's
with the
that?
tip of your blade, until at last it finds her beating heart.
What's that?
The pulling has turned to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
Slay the princess.
Though your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes, your will drives it forward. You have a target, and you will strike it. We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survival. This is spite. No, it's something better. It's fulfilling a noble destiny. Your lone, functioning arm lashes out, stabbing up towards the princess's heart.
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together, and I will see you again soon.
With those prophetic words, you do not draw another breath, your body tangled and melting in the cooling folds of the princess's flesh. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That is the most... Okay,
At least you've saved the world. I hope.
not by much. The wild. Oh, we're in this again? We're in this again?
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no...
Of course I'm upset. The world is at stake here, as I'm sure you already know.
Okay, so we ended up in the wild again. So if we look at our memories... Ooh, softness cornered turns to viciousness. Interesting. Interesting. Bleh. That is disgusting. Alright, so we ended up in the wild again. By accident. Didn't mean to, but that's where we are. Great.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have...
I had
hear
been
everything,
digested.
little one. But you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Except you, because you're literally the one that digested me in your stomach!
Oh. I like that.
I've been here
I
before.
don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
What?
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way.
We're both so much more together than we were apart. And we can be so much more still. Vast. Unfathomable.
So there are two paths that lead to this. Interesting.
If you really want to know what happened, we tried playing dead, and she ate us. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
What if I just accept being stuck with her? What happens? I didn't do that last time.
Understand.
Yeah.
We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together.
Passively exist.
No, please, anything but that.
We're just existing.
You can't just passively exist forever. Not with her. That isn't how it works. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator. Remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
Well, I'm remembering what...
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
What do you mean beautiful? We're literally inside each other as a tree. I am inside your torso!
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
All good, Yugama.
I can feel a thumping. A heartbeat.
Well, that's because we're literally inside her chest. Oh, did you... Oh, you didn't see that stream. Okay, yeah. Last time we were in the wild, we ripped out of it, and it turns out we were inside of her. So that's where we are now. Inside the princess.
Like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Well, I'm not going to let it in this time. I'm just going to...
Don't look at it!
Well, stop bringing it up, and then I won't look at it.
Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Aren't you curious?
Okay, screw off.
I'm curious. You should look. Never mind. If he wants to look, then I don't want to.
Bury it. Now, before it's too late.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
I'm burying it.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom. A glimpse of something bigger. Embrace your transformation.
Fall inward, into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
Everything.
Screw all of this, and screw this guy in particular, always telling us what we can and can't do, always going on and on about rules and the fate of the world. I've had enough. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be. You just need to find it. What's that?
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
What do you mean
This
ground?
place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. Yeah! Ruin his day.
Well, that's what we're doing.
I can hold us together for a little while longer. So long as you trust me.
Yep, I already threw away all my other chances, so I'm trusting you. I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
What do you mean, starve me? What's that? What's that? But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
I guess we're doing this. Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
I guess.
It's beautiful.
It's literally just growing grass. We've established this.
We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole. Doesn't look that great. I like it better in here.
And then, it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. That thing reeks of death.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. It's you. Proceed to the cabin. What are we gonna find? That is not a princess. That is branches. You're at the cabin. Approach her. These are branches.
Something finds me in the long quiet.
Is this
and
the
brings
face?
me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Is this a face? Made of roots and branches and whatever the heck this woven stuff is? So that's the mouth and these are the eyes. It's gotta be. Gotta be. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now?
Nothing.
Nothing. She's scared I'll find a way to kill you. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I won't. A curious and beautiful heart. Bring the networked wild to her. Interesting. Okay, now that we know how to get all of these, we're gonna try to focus on getting these. We accidentally got this ending. I didn't mean to. We need to do an ending with the beast. So we're gonna try it again.
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead.
Right? I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, this ended up at the witch.
On a path in the woods.
Dang it!
And at the end of that path...
Wait. Is there a branching path for the witch? Sometimes the only way to break a vicious cycle is to put your heart on the line. What does it mean by that?
You're here.
What do you mean? Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Yeah. Proceed into the cabin. What do you mean, give them your heart?
The interior of the cabin is...
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Didn't see... Let's just go into the basement. We're gonna ignore the mirror this time.
The door to the basement.
I'm not
But
nasty.
you are. You're a wretched little...
Yeah. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do.
This
You
has
toss
to
the blade
be...
at the princess's feet.
This has to be, the way you had to get the other ending, right?
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward,
Oh, hi.
taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
You kill me? That's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you. This feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Let's do this. Let's do this one.
Her
I think
shoulders
this is what I
tense
need.
and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then
Yep, figured.
she buries the blade in your heart.
I figured.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do.
I know that's what she was
Glee
going to do.
dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Thorn. Past life gambit. Hand your power to a suspicious character.
You're on
Oh,
a path
what?
in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it.
But I've unlocked a new princess!
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Smitty's here! Hi, Smitty! I had a feeling Smitty was gonna be the one.
Oh, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Tell me more about your great visions with your dear princess.
Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
To the cabin.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. So maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence.
Wonder what the narrator thinks of all this.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, are you now?
Yes.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing, but we're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. Oh, we're just gonna go. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
There are thorns.
I think it's clear where everyone stands at this
Oh,
point.
what? What's back there? Hey! I see those! Oh, this path is called Thorns, though.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
hardly an
what?
interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here,
Why are there...
charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Why are there poppies?
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
It's possible. Very
Well,
much
it's
possible.
not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is the mirror.
Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror? I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right? Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place, and that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
We didn't start with our best face, though.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
This isn't even a room! This is ruins of what used to be a room. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror and behold our handsome features.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach, alas, our fine features remain
Well.
unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here. For good.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
I actually feel bad for this one. Oh, are you okay?
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
I didn't know this was going to happen to you. I didn't realize you were going to suffer like this. But last time I trusted you, you broke my back and then yours. So. Hi. Are you okay? You look a lot less like a cat now. You're just covered in thorns. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What do you think would happen after you killed me? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
You know, this whole time she has the implement to free herself, but she hasn't? Why?
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Fine, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. No. We're gonna go with, you're not the only one who yearns for freedom.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
You were the one who hurt me first.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
They look so dead and tired.
And I've also hurt you.
Yes, you have. Is there nothing I can say? Can I take the blade now?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
I don't think she can.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
You act like I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't know. Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is actions.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Oh, I'm gonna free her. I made her suffer. I'm gonna free her this time.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
It has been proven that this entire time we're just staring at her while having this conflict in our heads. So she's very tense and concerned that we're about to stab her. She doesn't know what's happening. Cut her free. I just wanted my blade back here on her. That's so terrible. No, we're gonna cut her free. Cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys.
One of the good guys.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Why are the thorns
Still,
bleeding?
all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
The thorns themselves are bleeding.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
But why are the thorns bleeding?
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I hate you too.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Kiss her. Ha. I just really hate the people who put us here. Of course I did. Kiss her? Okay, I guess we're kissing her.
Can we actually do that?
I guess we are.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment now, would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
Oh, I feel like I'm taking advantage of her. I hate this, actually.
And you kiss her.
She does not look like she wants this.
And?
And? Come on, what does it feel like? What am I feeling?
She reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now? Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
We killed each other, you killed me, I set you free, now we kiss. That's what's going on. It's like reverse Romeo and Juliet.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Oh, he is making fun of us. I honestly don't care if you describe it. I just found it funny that we could.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff.
What?
I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
I literally just got an achievement called Kiss Her. Kiss the girl. Da, da, da.
That was nice.
Da, da, da. I now have a Little Mermaid song in my head. Dang it.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
I liked kissing your big, beaky mouth. Because you're a bird. This entire time. A bird dragon rat.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
I have a knife.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Cut into the thorns. Step into... Should we step or should we cut? The thorns are bleeding. So we shall cut.
As you swing
Oh,
your
she
blade
looks so
into
happy.
the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
What did the world ever do for me?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
Yep, we're just gonna go straight through.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we?
Yes.
And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
What do you mean, murderers? You made me a murderer!
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
I wonder if the hands are bleeding when we go see her at the cabin. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. Skip. Gaze into your reflection. You've grown. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
Okay, You've been kinder to me. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Oh, you're avoiding the thorns. I see that. You're holding every part of her but the thorns. Interesting. Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Loud. The cautious heart. Bring the thorn to her. Okay. Well. We got another one. The thorn. Redemption in the thicket of distrust. There was 3 other ways. Strike a thorny rose heart. Share a thorny prison of your own making. She's going to swallow down spite. What? What do you mean swallow? What? What? Better to linger with your nightmares than let them run wild. So, okay, we're gonna try for the goddess thing and try to get this. And then we'll do the nightmare and stay with our nightmare. And then we'll try the beast again. If we don't get the beast, it's gonna lead into one of the princess things, so. Okay, so we need the tower ending. Yeah, I remember the doll. I remember the doll so vividly. I hate it.
The interior of the...
Okay, we're going to take the blade.
You take the blade.
Slay the princess?
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts
There we
as you
go.
attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Is this gonna lead to the adversary again?
We can still turn this around.
Give up?
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Tower. Tower time.
You're on a...
Slay yourself. Guess we're slaying ourselves.
Just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god. It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
Oh, there is.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
Yes.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
Well, she is a
You're
god.
a small one, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I find it interesting she can hear my voice, the voices in my head. Only I'm supposed to hear the voices. The apotheses. The apothesis?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
Gee, it's not like I can see it.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already?
2.
I think this is 3.
Yeah, this is our 3rd time, but we've been here 2 times before.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5. Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5.
It's 2. That's the difference.
You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. if you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her. Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
Yeah, she had to just take over the narrator.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question? I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us.
It always does.
Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves.
Okay, I see you hydrating me. I'm hydrating. There, you happy? Hydrated.
Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
Throw ourselves off a cliff!
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god. I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Okay, now hold on. I have so many questions. I'm not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I? Run away! Run away! We're saving. We're saving. We're saving. We're saving. Run away!
But a great and horrible change is already underway. The ground quakes beneath your feet, and you feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
Proceed into the cabin. Guess I can't just...
Just forward.
It's a mountain!
The cabin explodes. You're flung backwards,
Volcano?
violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Witness your better's ascension.
You
Hi?
watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
Ah! I don't know what to react with. Cause you're both gorgeous and terrifying at the same time. Don't smile at me like that, please, with your many eyes, you, angel.
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free.
I haven't done anything!
This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
I didn't even get to the cabin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Hey, funny one, didn't you say something about a third option earlier? One that would make everyone unhappy? Embrace your new goddess or take the blade? Let's take the blade.
With a grim determination, you yank the blade from the trunk. Yeah, this feels right. She doesn't get to just smugly stand over us like we don't matter. Let's take her down a peg.
You're not going to win. You know that, right? What are you going to do with that tiny blade? Give her a scratch?
Even if that's all we manage, I'd rather go down swinging. See how everything's floating around her? I bet we could make it if we just jumped really hard.
Really hard? What?
You gather yourself, closing your eyes and shutting out the towering vision of the princess. There is only her and you. That's all there ever was. It's time to face her.
Charge into oblivion.
You launch yourself towards the princess. The pull of her gravity catches you, carrying you across the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
You have turned into a full goddess now. Hi.
Such defiance even now. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end that which is destined to end everything.
Don't you see how hopeless this is? She fears nothing.
That's right, she doesn't. So she has no idea what she's in for. With a heavy thump, you land on her chest.
Hi.
It's now or never. We've come this far. Let's take it home.
Carve into her divine heart.
You strike. Her skin is like steel. Though you stab at her again and again, the wounds are superficial, mere etchings in a sprawling surface.
What was I expecting, really? What was I expecting? Hi.
You see? It was always pointless. All this has done is bring us close to her. And how beautiful it is to be so close.
Hi, Mercy?
It's not pointless, it can't be. We wouldn't be here if there wasn't some hope we could succeed.
Is that all?
The princess plucks you from her chest, pinching the scruff of your neck delicately between two fingers as she brings you to eye level.
It's so easy for you to kill me, so why don't you do it already?
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
She thinks she's so much better than us. There has to be something else we can do. We're not going out like this.
She offered us forgiveness. You would turn down such an incredible gift. You would turn away from her glory for something as petty as pride.
Embrace you new goddess. Hurl the blade at her eye!
Yes! Let's give her something to remember us by. You concentrate your will to a fine point and hurl your blade at the princess's eye. It flies through the night sky and then nothing. She could never be harmed by...
Wait, we actually...
It pierces her cornea.
We actually heard a goddess that was ascending into the heavens?
She howls, recoiling in pain, and you fall from her distracted hand. You hit the ground with a painful thud. She narrowly misses you as she comes crashing down to her knees.
So I've misread you. You are not the willful key that will turn the lock of my liberation. You are an enemy to be smitten by my hand.
The princess holds up her mental hand, its glowing palm radiating a blinding light. It grows and grows until it's all you can see. And then you erupt, your very soul mere kindling to her light.
Please, Mercy!
The inferno incinerates everything that is you. And with it... No, that's not right. Why is it hot? I'm not supposed to be able to feel anything. Oh no. Oh no.
Is she incinerating even the...
You leave me no other choice. Suffer for the crime you have committed against my divine body. Damnation will purify us both.
There is nothing left to burn, yet still you persist amid a world unraveled.
It's cold now, and I feel small. I thought I was everything. But I'm no better than you, am I?
Well, technically you're a part of me. A million hands have to take this one lady away. It's taking so long in order to take her. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. Oh, something to remember you by. Leave a divine being with a blinding scar. Silence as you approach. The voices all have been burned away. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Hi! You were at the cabin. Approach her. You're even bigger than the last time I met with the goddess.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once.
Yeah. I know. What do you think of this vessel?
This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
She's so freaking massive. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Every time. You scare me every time you do that. A terrifying and divine heart. Bring the apotheosis to her. Apotheosis. Let me look at my memories. Well. Interesting. So, we got this. There would have been more stuff if I probably just accepted her. Huh. Anyway, next one, we need the nightmare. So, we're gonna go do that. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
I hate
I'm what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
hate! Don't.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers.
I hate that smile.
Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
I hate!
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. can't keep going. Or what are you talking about?
I don't know what's happening, but I hate it! But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. What's happening? The moment of clarity. Huh?
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that?
I don't
Who
know.
are we? What are we doing?
I don't know.
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Gee, I wonder how you knew that, considering that it's a floating void with floating trees and a path that leads into the stars.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay... We decided not to do that, didn't we?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
Opportunist?
It's really
Where'd you
the
get here?
only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think.
How many times have I died? Were all those deaths just me? What?
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
We don't even know how many times we've died. At least with the razor we did, but what?
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Have we been killed multiple times? Was that the nightmare, or are we just mentally broken?
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Then you shut up.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't know! I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you I don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did somebody else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Was
Every single time.
I don't... No? What?
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's all...
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I don't know what's happening. If I don't remember what I did, then I couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
I very much think I am.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
I don't know!
Ugh,
Here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment.
Wait. Yeah. The skeptic. That makes sense.
It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
I don't know!
If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
What if we don't... Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Proceed to the cabin. The only way out is to do nothing. So nothing I will do. Okay, we're gonna save again. We're gonna save again. We're saving again. We're saving again. We're going to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward.
Hello.
But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Hello?
No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
What do you mean buried?
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard? I guess we're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed. We're just gonna proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one.
Into the mirror.
Do you think it'll work?
We'll proceed into the mirror.
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
We're going into the mirror. Is that what's happening?
And it already has worked.
There is a knife.
It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
What do you mean? What is happening? I don't want to know what happens when I let that knife out of the ground. Please, don't let me... Don't.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
Okay, posture checking.
The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
I get the only way forward. Before I tried everything else, don't you remember? Take the blade. You have to take the blade. It's only make... I don't get a choice here. I'm just taking the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Hello?
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's a...
Hate! 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 Hate!
She never stops watching us.
Hate this! I hate this! I hate! Please stop! Please stop!
You really are a coward.
Well, if you're looking like that, it's understandable.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I hate.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
What do you...
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
How many arms do you have? You've turned into a ghost spider lady.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back.
Kinda noticed.
Oh, what's left is for you to take my hand and let me out.
Hate! Hate this! Hate you! Hate the many hands coming out of the ground! You're just gonna pull me in, aren't you?
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. Oh, I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago. But was that something you? Or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. I literally have no other options! I am apparently just an object.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
You've said that a few times now. Yeah, and I hate you too. We've established this. Now, explain where her face went and why her hair is literally coming out of a hole? Why her face itself is a hole?
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
Hate. Hate it.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I wonder, Mistress of the Dark, with your many arms.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now,
Okay.
aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. You step towards the mirror, and once more, Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Someone tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay.
They're all so exhausted.
The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Gee, I wonder why. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the end.
Do you know? Do you want me to know? There's trees and stars. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is awaiting Maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end.
You have no
She will make
place.
for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay. Ready to go back.
The next time
Okay. A wise heart. Bring the moment of clarity to her. Great. Awesome. Amazing. That is perfect. Yay. Okay. Don't shut my game again, please. So I doubt we can get this since we accidentally went with the route of the wild. But we'll try. If we can't, then we can go through the princess and see. You don't need the world for your happy ending. We'll figure out how to get that. Silently continue.
You make your way up.
Skip. Proceed into the cabin. We have 2 more we're missing. That's all it is.
The interior of the...
Yeah. Enter the basement without the blade.
The door to the basement. How many times do I have to tell you how...
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Examine the chains. Okay, I don't have an option to leave. I can't believe you've been keeping...
Let me guess. End the world?
I just want to leave. If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Must be something you want. There's something going on. I'm uncovering something. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
What is... When... She's turning more and more into an anime girl.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar.
But what would make you happy? You must want something more. This isn't right. If you want to leave, then leave. Just want to leave. I want you to make me unhappy.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy, I can make you unhappy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, clearly something is happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt. We just figure out a way to be happy together. But what would make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. Okay, we're gonna save again because everything's going weird. But you need your own thing. Do you want the world to end?
I just want to make you happy.
Ah!
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
And they lived happily ever
Like we're
after.
the only ones here?
It's all she wanted. I hated that. Hated that. Okay. We're going back because I'm trying to unlock something. Yes, I want to load it. You have to want something more than making me happy. But you need your own thing. Let's just stay here.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
I guess it will.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
At least she's not turning further and further into a weird, poorly drawn character.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Wait. Smitty? Smitty, don't you dare! Don't you freaking dare, you psychopath! Don't do it! I know what you're planning! Don't you do it! No! I did not like the tone of your... Don't you... Smitty?
As the voice thinks its thought,
No.
your hands raise, fingers pointing
No.
towards your chest, and then...
No.
What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Yes! Make us not do that!
Oh, but I do.
No! Smitty! No! Put our hands down! Stop controlling his body at once!
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
I feel like the context should tell you what he's doing.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
Smitty!
Plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Smitty, get our hands out of our chest! Smitty, stop tearing into our flesh! Stop trying to rip open our ribcage and pulling out our heart! Don't do it! Smitty, no! No! No!
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Please stop us!
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Stop it! Smitty, stop!
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Did you rip open our chest? Smitty, did you just rip open our chest?
Will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
Smitty, stop it!
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Oh, this is the most disturbing way we've ever killed ourselves. Oh my gosh, okay, I don't like this. Smitty, stop it, please. Smitty, please stop.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
I think you're turning into a yandere, Smitty! Smitty! Stop being a yandere!
I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Yeah! Make me stop doing this, please!
It's beautiful.
My open chest cavity with my heart beating in front of you with my blood and guts spilling on the floor is beautiful! This is beautiful to you! I've experienced you like this! I did not find it beautiful!
The princess,
Don't.
mesmerized,
What are you doing?
reaches towards your beating heart and then...
Are you... Don't do it. Don't you dare take my heart. Don't
Everything
take it.
goes dark and we die?
Don't take my heart.
Yes.
She took my heart. She took my heart. Smitty! When they say give them your heart, that does not mean literally.
You're on a path in the woods.
Epilogue?
Clearly already in the cabin.
Epilogue. Epilogue? Epilogue. Happily ever after. We are in the epilogue. Okay, what? Huh?
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Well, currently we're apparently in the epilogue, so... Weird.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time.
Is that my heart? Is that my freaking heart? Is that what this is? It's a chapel with her in the stained glass with my heart. Is that my heart? Are you wearing my heart? Where's my heart? Do you have my heart?
Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Does she still have my heart? Do I at least have my heart back? Please tell me.
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place. All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
Oh, it's just in time for Valentine's Day. My heart being taken from me. Yes.
We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise.
Oh, I've seen the world
I'm
end.
stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
What do you mean the other one? What do you mean the other one?
The other one?
Oh, Smitty. Yeah. I think she has him.
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say absent.
I think she has him.
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
No, that is not the rules. I've literally had every single voice imaginable in my brain not too long ago.
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Oh, I know that.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Well, it's not good that we're missing a voice. Doesn't matter, the blade's here. We didn't use it last time, and the time before that, she used it to kill us. So none of you are going to talk about the mirror.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
Well, we've lost quite a few, haven't we?
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
So we're just... Oh, I could either turn around and leave or approach the mirror. Interesting.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're... Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around,
it's a wall.
You're faced with a solid wall.
Interesting.
There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find a resolution to our princess problem. Yes, it's very convenient, isn't it?
Yes.
I assure you, I'm just as surprised as you are. Can't you hear the relief in my voice? I wouldn't be relieved if I was the one who set this up. I would have known you were stuck here from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and, ideally, find your weapon while you're at it. With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leaving the non-existent exit behind you.
Approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. What a strange thing to lie about. That's because I'm not lying. Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go.
Reach forward.
You reach forward,
Oh, it is
your
a door.
hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Interesting. Interesting looking door.
It's gone. I don't like things disappearing on us. I don't like how fluid reality seems to be.
You don't like anything.
Neither do I. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed.
What is awaiting us?
It would seem that the stairs to the
up.
basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Up.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice, exitless house doesn't mean that she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat.
Well, she's turned completely yandere at this point.
I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
What? What?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
What?
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
What's for dinner? Is it my beating heart?
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food.
What do you mean, don't eat it? Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Nothing to say about this? Nothing to say about the demon hulking behind her?
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
You seem to not notice the giant hulking shadow monster standing right behind her.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
Well, not to mention the shadow monster! Why is no one else mentioning this?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
We're so far away, and I can't exactly make out what's directly behind you. That is absolutely terrifying. What? You mentioned dinner's on the stairs?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
What's for dinner? Show me.
The flames burn bright, and a shadow dives across the table.
What?
In its wake, it leaves a feast.
What is that shadow?
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
This is Bird. You're making me commit cannibalism. How dare you?
Remember what I said.
Be courteous?
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
I'm pretty sure we do.
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
What is that? What are you? Are you me? Refuse her hospitality. We're saving. Eat or refuse. Eat or refuse. Eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
What do you mean there's no shadow monster?
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
What do you mean?
The shadow
What?
washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
What do you mean? What
So
do you
the
mean?
shadow
What do
sweeps
you
over
mean?
the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
I've noticed.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Do we?
I'm so tired of this.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
The shadow has changed. What just happened? Did you make the torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. It's just the torch. Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. What is this place? Well, we ate. What are we going to do now?
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
I'm just wondering what happens if they all go out.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
She's trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
If we keep doing this, are we going to be consumed by the shadow?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Not even explaining or telling us what we're playing? Just some random game? Okay.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
Did we?
And so you start over. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Hey! Will you look at that?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Why?
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
What are you
It's
trying to
never
do?
going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait, which one? Which one's going out?
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah.
Oh.
The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
This is essentially the spark of our love. As the torches go out, the spark fades. Interesting.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Until finally...
Yeah, this is literally just depicting the flare of a love just sputtering out.
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
I'm not upset. Are you talking to the shadow?
This is awful.
It's him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone.
Huh?
He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
I just got an achievement called Shadow on the Walls. And we just deduced. That makes sense, actually. Hey, Smitten. You were real chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
Yeah, Smitty. Do you not know Smitty?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
It's got a beak now.
No, I saw him smile. That's him. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
Oh, you're talking to the shadow, aren't you?
Yeah.
She guessed that right away. She knows what's going on here. I knew it.
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
I was right, wasn't I? I can't believe I was actually right. It is him. This is what he became after ripping us open.
Are you actually happy? What is this place? Okay, so we've eaten, we've played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
I'm gonna keep going because I feel like the more torches go out, the more enticed Smitty is to kill us.
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait, we live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen. And wait. You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No.
What do you mean, oh no?
Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
That's what I'm wondering, but I don't know if I want to know no more. Do you think will happen? Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Whatever the shadow has been showing you isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. We don't have to let it go out. Say nothing. Whatever the shadow has been showing us isn't real.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I feel empty. So that's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. I'm sorry. I feel like all of this is my fault. Slay the princess. Say nothing. Why are you crying?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
I don't know. It feels like an important part of me is gone, but I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
I don't know. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. Don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No. Slay the princess. Say nothing. I don't know what happens. No.
I guess neither of us really know what it means to care about each other. Do we?
Guess not.
Maybe we'll learn to, eventually. Or, well, maybe we won't. But either way, we aren't going to figure it out here.
Okay.
I think it's time to leave. Come on.
Offer her your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does, if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
I broke the narrator? Huh?
You and the princess
How'd I
don't
do that?
exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
Are you smitten? Has smitten taken the
And then the
place
two
of
of
the
you
narrator?
step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
Huh.
He's really gone, isn't he?
Interesting.
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
We should dance.
Should we? I guess we should. She gently pulls you forward. The two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. A soft, sad smile, widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretched to their limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Interesting. I meant it. Share a dance with your happy ending. Huh. But you do not get the chance to respond. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? And is that a mirror?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It
Feels final. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. But you need to see what's in it. There's nothing. I don't need more answers. The honest heart. Share your happy ending with her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Hello. You're not scary anymore. Hi. You look happy. I think it's time for us to leave this place. No. We're gonna try.
Violence has
Yeah,
always
yeah.
been our language, hasn't it?
Most of the time, yes.
If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
I mean, technically it could. Reject her authority, appeal to your shared humanity. Argue your independence, reject her. I won't engage with violence. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps.
Oh, Screw off.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
I'm nothing like you, really.
Bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Continue to appeal to our shared humanity. This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as such.
You are weightless and alone, suspended in the gravity of an idea too great for you to hold. A tiny island caught between the death of the old and the birth of the new.
Oh,
But
that's
you did
massive.
not go quietly. You spat in the eye of that which would claim godhood.
Yeah.
And through that defiance, you bound us both together.
Oh, I know I did.
Without me, there are no externalities to resist. And without you to resist me, there can be no externalities. It is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
externalities? Even when you became a shadow of a god, one good shot was all it took to bring you crashing down. Okay, continue to appeal to your humanity. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
You are not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
A web
that
of
thing.
nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves.
That's the same
shade
words.
of a beautiful
This is
beginning
weird.
we can never return to.
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Are you so desperate to destroy me that you've grown blind to the heavenly beauty of our reality? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to every...
It's easy to believe in things you want to believe in when it's sit above it all. Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. I won't let you free. Let's do that.
There is no something else. This, what...
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good his... Where's everyone else? Thought voices weren't allowed here. Thought you died wouldn't say nothing.
Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once. There's still a piece of me nestled close to...
I can do this out here on my own. We're gonna do this on my own.
You can't, and lucky for you, I'm not gonna let you try.
Hey! Hey! You jerk! Let me... I'm trying to get a new ending! We're gonna take the blade.
What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. Let's try to stay here forever. I don't want to be a god.
I don't think I want that either.
Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix this place and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resisting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know I don't want to forget you?
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if I make my way back here and I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Okay. I guess we're gonna agree with their plan.
If this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
It's a new ending.
She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that...
Is that really it? Oh! You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path is a cabin. Oh, okay, so that's an ending, just turning around and leaving. Okay. Interesting. Was that even a real choice? If I decided to go to the cabin, was it all just gonna repeat? That's interesting. Okay, return to main menu. Alright, so we did get